Do you know? So it's I've been to, like, when there was a mass shooting in Copenhagen. There was this film director that said to be shot, who tried to intervene and was shot by the terrorists, two Palestinian, or one Palestinian guy, Palestinian, and not at all. But anyway, so he was dead. And then I did a presentation. I went straight to Denmark when it happened, while this whole thing was still going on, police, military in the street. I was taking groups around saying, listen, this is what I think. Shit's scary. But anyway, so I pointed out all of these things with the military in the background. So I also did a presentation at the Open Mind Conference. And at that, from the audience, this guy came up to me and he said, listen, I was this film director's best friend. Is he dead? And I said, are you asking me? I should be asking you, is he dead? Because I completely doubt it, but you should know. He said it was so weird because, like, they were there in the family, so weird things around the family, and suddenly the family just disappeared. And then I found the same dude or somebody that looked almost identical with the same name moving into almost the same address 3 years later. I mean, the arrogance. He was on Facebook for a little while, and then his sister just said, ooh, is this clever? Boom, it was taken down again. It's just like, what was I forgot the name. And all of the people on board. What was the name of the 7 Up on the rocks? The space shuttle then went down. And it turned out all of them are still alive.
Yeah.
What was the name?
The Challenger?
The Challenger, yes, thank you. All of them still around. They're not, they haven't even changed their name. The level of arrogance.
And they're like, yeah, that was my brother.
My twin brother.
My twin brother, or so.
No, I'm not Richard, I'm Dick. Do you know, like, it's like, yeah. Anyway, we can go on and on and on. But it's really good to see you again, Michael.
Wow, this turned out to be an awesome conversation. So on many different levels. So yeah, it's so a lot of people are like, I support Trump, but I'm like, I watch. I want it to be a certain way. I want to believe things are going a certain way, but on another level, I'm like, that doesn't fit. He just recently got vaccinated with COVID and flu. I'm like, I thought we're not doing that anymore. What? And you just got vaccinated? So there's all these different things, that keep inserting, and you see him, like we're talking about. Yeah, which Trump was it? So we know there's different Trumps out there. I pointed that out for a long time. So again, what do you believe? He was definitely not shot in the ear, because you can see his ear is not deformed.
And
so and he says, yeah, I got shot in the ear. And then he's like, and he was on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's like looking at his ear. Joe Rogan should have known better, but Joe Rogan's not going to push it, So he's like, your ear got shot? And he's like, oh yeah. And he just left it at that. It's not a mark on his ear. It's perfect.
So what would an ear look like if it had been shot with an AR?
Oh, it'll have been
a mess.
Massively traumatized.
Yeah, that's so massively. that on its own.
Just nick. You can't just nick the skin, the soft tissue like that, from a high-powered bullet that's traveling at crazy speeds.
Plus, he would have been deaf as well. It's like
probably been deaf in that ear. Yeah, probably would have blown the eardrum.
That on its
blown
own
that ear up. It would have been swollen and all kind of traumatized. And
his doctor said a 2-centimeter wound, 2 centimeters. That is wider than my finger. That is from his doctor. 2 centimeters. That is a massive hole in an ear, and then it healed. It's a miracle. I call bullshit, and I don't want to spend more of my precious life on
bullshit.
Yep. It's like, how many times do you have to be conned to start seeing, like, listen, maybe I'm focusing in the wrong place. Maybe I shouldn't trust any of them, because when you see who is behind the scenes pulling the strings, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You are being played. It's like, okay, which finger do you want? Oh, look, you can move this finger or that finger. You elect this one or that one. All the hand belongs to me. So yeah, I would strongly say I've listened, I've said it before, to what Donald Trump has been talking about, maybe 8 minutes in total in my whole life. I don't listen. Joe Biden, maybe 3.5. I don't listen to these people because I know they're playing me. It's a game, it's a stage, and they're trying to distract my attention and go in a certain way. I would say, instead of focusing on what they're saying, look at their actions and also look at this 350 degree around them. What the hell is going on? Oh,
So
the
that's not.
ear.
This is 9 hours ago. So you see this is the right ear, the one that was shot supposedly.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
come
no
on.
damage, guys. So
I'd say
whatever game they're playing, whoever, whatever. I'm like, okay. Again, you just don't get wrapped up in it. Don't get emotional with it. Just be observant. If things work out a certain way, great. If they don't, they're like, they're still playing us. So that's just the way that the game is right now. I've been on the backside. I've seen all this. I've heard these guys talk. Once you hear them, you can't forget it. And it's all so manipulated, and it's horrifically manipulated. You don't want to know.
One of my friends is John Barber, who is a 5-time Emmy awarded TV producer or TV host. And he was also the inventor of reality TV. Amazing guy, absolutely amazing guy. I asked him one time, because I was very confused, because I saw these people that were in a certain way when the camera was on. And then when they switched off the camera, you had this asshole appearing. Like, what the hell? You're so charming, you're so nice. And then suddenly the camera's off and it's some kind of diva that behaves and treats people really bad. I was like, I've seen that. And I was like, Kim and I call it 2D reality and 3D reality. How they are on screen, that's 2D. And then 3D, when you meet them in real life, it's like, what? So, and I prefer when they sort of match. So I asked John Barber, who had all of the movie stars for many years. He had hundreds of guests on his shows. I mean, Kirk Douglas and you name it, all of these, Burt Lancaster, all of them. And I said, have you ever experienced anything like that? And he said, with everyone except for 2, that they are camera on, one type of personality, camera off, a different one. So every time, whatever we see, it's when the camera's on. We don't see how they are when the camera's turned off. But that's where the real truth shows itself, I think. So this is where we should try and find out.
Yeah.
So for me, it's very confusing, Michael, that how anyone can trust in Trump after being played. I mean, just the ear thing, just that one, that shows you he's a con man. He is very obviously lying about his ear. If he's capable of lying about his ear on that scale to the whole world, could it be possible that he was not truthful with other stuff? And like I said before, I'm not into politics. I don't listen. I track down criminals. And what can I say? I wish for the best as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, well, maybe they're playing us because of this, and I'm like, okay, maybe, but I just keep an eye on it. Just you can't get wrapped up in it. Same thing. But you see, like you're saying, that was a lie. I know because I've been in situations where sometimes you have to lie. So I don't like it, but it is what it is. Maybe it's like that so that they could take out the bad guys. I don't know. So that's what I want to believe, but I'm very skeptical sometimes. Like when I just talked about the booster and because that's gonna make people think that it's okay to still do that, and it's like, come on.
But who was the one promoting the vaccines back in 2020?
Right.
Trump was massively promoting it. I mean,
and just brought in a bunch of the people that were involved in that and said how great they were. So you got to look at it all, guys. I know, right? You got to look at it all and go, it's just too much of that.
listen, life is simple. 1 + 1 = 2. If you don't lie, it's simple. If you lie, it's a different ball game. And yeah,
Good point.
okay, maybe you have to lie to get the bad guy, whoever the bad guy is. I mean, what does that even mean?
All
That
right.
I'm a bad guy for the people I'm exposing. You know, what is good and what is bad, what is a terrorist? It's somebody who's on the other side of the opinion of something. They're the terrorist. On the other side, they're the terrorist. I mean, what does that even mean? But it's like, when it's really hurting people, that's when I react. And here we have somebody in a key position when it comes to the whole world and its future. So I think, come on, be transparent, be honest, show us who you are. Otherwise, do not be there. Don't be taking this seat that should be very sacred for somebody who means well, if you believe in that. But I mean, that is what we've been presented, that this is the one that would lead us out of this madness. Well, I'm sorry. I think the one you've been waiting for is you. The one I've been waiting for is me. Take the power back, not in a violent way, but take it back. Stop believing all of this. Don't trust your eyes and ears. They will be the ways that they will trick you and make you confused. And it's called mind control for a reason. They can get in there and mess with your mind. The thing that should be guiding you is your heart. Be the light, just like Michael has on his t-shirt. The heart is not easy to manipulate. That's the one. You know
Good
it.
point. Yeah.
You know it in your heart, even though you so want to believe your mind. In your heart, you know, that's not true. That is not true. This is true. That is not. The more you start listening to that, but you have to quiet this one because that one has a tendency to just spin. But the more that one goes quiet, the more you start listening and can hear this very silent whisper. Follow that whisper, your life will be better. And the life around you for other people will be better as well. Let the heart be your guide. That is the one, I think so.
It's so perfect. So beautiful. So beautiful. Now, I don't know if you're up for it, but last few minutes, let's go with humanity's hero.
I tell you, I was crying my eyes out. I was so touched. It was at a retreat here in Bali, and there was this woman who came on her own from Stockholm, flew to go to a retreat with my spiritual teacher, Nelanie Chelaram. And I was like, how did you know about Nelanie? No, she had heard me mention her 100 times. So she thought, oh, so she signed up for that. And anyway, I was giving a speech there. So she said she wanted to meet me. And anyway, so she and a friend in Stockholm, her name is Johanna, and Stephen had composed this song called Humanity's Hero and was giving it to me. I mean, my God. Oh, yeah. So thank you for wanting to share it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So, I mean, there's what better way to share with somebody that you care about than making a song for them. Really nice. It's in my Dropbox up. See if it'll play now. There we go. In a world of shadows, he walks with light. Sees the hidden truth.
Plus, he would have been. I think it stopped.
Spirits are written. Eyes wide open, never dim. Through the agenda, he sees them. A seeker of truth in every flight. Humanity's hero shining bright. From the island's breeze to city's roar, he knows what's hidden at the core.
Loving humanity with all his might, a beacon in the darkest night. He feels the pulse of global schemes, but never loses sight of dreams. Spiritual awareness lights his way. In Bali's beauty, he finds sway. His path he treads so bold. He never bends, he never folds. From deceit and lies he breaks the chains. A soul enlightened with no restraints. He treads so bold. He never bends, he never folds. From deceit and lies he breaks the chains. A soul enlightened with no restraints.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's
Thank you,
you.
Mark.
That's you, man.
That is so.
That's all of us, really. Ultimately.
Yeah. But thank you for sharing it.
All right, thank you, sir. And Light on Conspiracies. Get the links in the description box and it's been in the chat. So thank you so much, Ole. It's great to see you back again. Look forward to the next show.
Sounds great. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye,
Good night, everyone.
Tracy.